Welcome to the Dr. Mudgil podcast. This is episode 143. We are smack dab in the middle of August. As I've said in the last couple of podcasts, summer is closing in on us. My kids got a couple of weeks before they go back to school, which is crazy. We're like the only school district in this area, in these parts, that open up before Labor Day, so it sucks for them. Sucks for us. When the kids start school, the whole family grind kind of starts again. So we usually, we take the foot off the gas a little bit in the summer, enjoy it. And then when school starts, all of our collective hustle begins. The early morning, getting ready for school, making the breakfast and the lunches. But it's part of the process. The years are just flying by. I got a rising senior, a rising freshman in high school, and I have my little guy starting 7th grade, so starting middle school, or it's really the second year of middle school. And that's where things are at in the Mudgil household. So this podcast, I want to talk a little bit about the events, the beautiful events of this week. Yesterday, I celebrated my 20th wedding anniversary with my beautiful wife. Actually, we didn't celebrate yet because both of us were working. I was working. Actually, my niece texted us and said, "Hey, hope you guys are doing something really fun for your anniversary." And I texted back, I was like, thank you so much for wishing us happy anniversary. We're both actually working. Wednesday is our late night. So, I'm in the city. My wife works late in our Long Island office. But we still spent some time together, and we're going to celebrate this weekend. Looking forward to that. Have a beautiful dinner planned for us, and we're going to check out a show in the city. So that'll be a lot of fun, and rein in these 20 years, celebrate them. But also, my good friend, Bang Bang, the amazing tattoo artist, made an amazing tattoo for me to commemorate my 20th wedding anniversary. We kind of, asked him a few weeks ago. I probably asked him about 6 weeks ago. He's a very, very busy guy. But I asked him, I was like, hey, my 20th wedding anniversary is coming up, and I'd like to do something special to commemorate it. And I came up with this concept of my family from behind standing in a field of asters, which is the flower that commemorates a 20th wedding anniversary. So we put together something beautiful in concept, and he put it down on his sketch pad and made something really, truly memorable and meaningful to me. And for that, I'm very grateful to have him in my life. It's, it's amazing having talented friends who do amazing things. And I'm very blessed. So anyways, thinking about my 20th wedding anniversary and the milestone that it is, I just was thinking about marriage and how amazing marriage can be. I'm in a strange age. And I think anyone who's kind of my age, late 40s, 50s, just on the horizon. A lot of us are, for instance, a lot of my friends are going through changes in their life. So I have some friends who have gotten divorced. I have some friends who are separated in the process of getting divorced. I have some folks who are separated, but still kind of like not really, married as the traditional definition would be, but they're still kind of, married on paper and, kind of go through the flow with their family. And then there's some of us who are, happily married. I'd say it's about 50-50. I'd say half of my friends are married, happily married, and half my friends are, either divorced or separated or in that, sort of gray limbo situation. And, I was just thinking about how lucky I am to be married to my wife. Folks always say, marriage is hard, marriage takes a lot of work. And I never liked that statement, marriage is hard. Anything worthwhile is difficult. And listen, some folks realize that they're not compatible a few years into marriage, or even like 10, 15 years or 20 or even 30 years into marriage. And, I truly believe that, if you're not on the same page and not willing to work on stuff together, you just sort of it's just not working out. Everyone owes themselves happiness, and you have to do whatever it takes to be happy for yourself. For my wife and I can only really speak for myself, but I'm assuming these things about my wife too. I've been very committed to the concept of marriage in our family. And when folks say marriage is hard, listen, it is challenging at times, but it's so worthwhile because the beauty of being married, to have a partner in your life. To me, it's so much more meaningful and powerful than any of the struggles that bumps in the road that we may go through. Which is in any relationship that happens. Whatever that relationship is, even with friends and other family members, etc. There's always struggles that you need to surmount. And that's just the nature of the beast of life. But when I think about, my marriage and, and really other marriages that are successful, and when I think about what the fabric of that marriage is, I always think about there's a statement that 1 + 1 = 3. And, for me, I truly believe that's the case. I would never be who I am today if I didn't have my wife in my life. Like, the last 20 years, she's motivated me, she's challenged me, she's inspired me, and it's made me the best version of myself. And again, I can't speak for my wife, but I hope that the effects I've had on her mindset and, on her life, I hope she would feel the same way. I do think we bring out the best in each other. We challenge each other. We're both tough personalities, but as the years have gone on, the respect that we have for each other, I think, has really, really deepened. And every year is just better and better. And it's that work. When again, we're going back to that statement, like marriage is tough. Marriage takes a lot of work. Yeah, anything worthwhile takes work. We go out on date nights. We trust each other. We speak to each other. We bicker and we fight with each other at times too. But at the end of the day, we always reconcile and try to listen to each other. We apologize when you have to apologize. We hug it out. We love each other. All of those things that make a relationship rich and exciting. We embrace all of those things. And 20 years literally goes by in the blink of an eye. If 20 years from now, I'll be almost 70. And then kind of like the candle's starting to not much wax left on the candle. But it's I remember when I had babies, and I'm sure all of you out there, similar sort of circumstance who have kids, the elders would always say, hey, it goes by really fast. It goes by really fast. And the funny thing is, when the kids are really, really little, the days actually are very, very long. They start really early and they end really late, and you're just exhausted all the time. But the months and the years really do fly by so fast. I can't believe I've been married 20 years. I can't believe my kids are almost 17, almost 15, almost 13. The ride does go by fast, but it's so much richer when you have an amazing ride or die person by your side, and it's so worthwhile to put the work in, to really foster and nurture that relationship, because I would not be who I am if my wife weren't in my life, and I'm so grateful for her. I'm so grateful for our family, and just wanted to share how blessed, truly blessed, I feel this week and all the time. But just because this is a special week, our 20th anniversary, that's something that's really been on the forefront of my mind. So this is just a podcast of gratitude. I hope you all have a wonderful, restful weekend, or just ready to crush the week ahead. Let's get it.